Oh man, that's DJ Spinel and Cranium every time. Right here on the Morning Kiss. My name is Kamene. I hope you're doing good. There's something I want to talk about, all right? And I just want you to let me know if this sounds familiar to you. If you can relate, if it sounds familiar, if it's a position you're in, you've been in, you are in, you're going to be in, or you've seen someone in it, because it's seeming like it's more common than we thought, all right? Sawa. So imagine, baby girl is just out here, probably with her friends, somewhere, catching a drink or having dinner or just minding her own business by the no intention of anything, by the you're just cuckoo, probably had a long day or it's been a long weekend, whatever. It's an evening watch, you're just chilling, decompressing, minding your own business. Sawa. Chilling. Uko corner of the room, maze. There's like a cutie looking at you and he's cute. He's cute, but you're like, you know what, long day, long what? Let me just finish my drink. May I want to bounce. I'm tired. At the end of it, I'm just tired. I'm not here looking for any manenos. Sip your drink. You sip your drink. Mdogo. That cutie is still looking at you. He comes on over. Hey, how are you? Start talking. He's funny, isn't he? And he has that dimple on his face. You're like, okay. Talking. At the end of the day, you still want to go home and you're not trying to get yourself into any harakatis of sherehe. You're tired. Remember, babe, umechoka. You've probably spent your whole day in classes, lectures, trying to catch up. Umechoka. So you're like, hey, Maze, it's so nice to meet you. Let's call him, let me look for a name over here. Let's call him Martin. Man, Martin, you've probably sat down for like 30 minutes to an hour. Amekubamba, mumecheka. You've probably even had one more drink. But it's time for you to go home. You're like, hey, Martin, it's been dope. I say, Asante san, I had a really great time with you, but my cab is downstairs. It's time for me to go. I was like, okay, yeah, it was nice spending time with you. Can I have your number? He's like, yeah, no, let's have coffee sometime. And you're like, yeah, he's cute and he is funny. So, sawa. Give him your phone number and a real phone number. And he calls you, gives you the missed call. You save his number. Oh, we'll talk sometime. And he tells you, please let me know when you get home. You're like, hey, look at this one winning. You get into your cab, nini. When you get home, you don't text him that you've gotten home. So he calls and he's like, did you get home? You're like, yeah, I got home. He's like, yeah, okay, no, I'm just checking, I had a great time with you. I hope we can do it again. You're like, cool, no worries. In your mind, you're like, you're looking like you're trying to nini something. But you're like, okay, this ninja does all of the right things. You wake up the next morning, he sent you a good morning, beautiful. I hope you have a nice day. Just wishing you a great day ahead. In the middle of the day, he's like, hey, would you have some time? Can we have some lunch? A dude who's just doing it all right. Paka, you're like, yeah. After a couple of weeks, and a couple of dates, he asks you to be his girlfriend. You're like, wow, guys, the thing is actually happening. My goodness, love, it's like a for real thing. You're not believing how. And you're there and you tell your girls, babe, he asked me to be his girlfriend. Like, he actually asked me to be his girlfriend. Babe, nishatoka kwa streets. Wow. And he's amazing. You're going on vacations together, staycations, dates. Anna could post, you can post him. He's going everywhere with you. And you're just saying, you're like, wow, I cannot believe this. Your birthday, he's there, big surprise. Valentine's Day, the full shebang. Before you know it, he's also for I love you, mushavuka, I love you, mdogo. He's like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. So you've gone on holiday to, I don't know where. Let's say Mount Kenya or Nyeri. You've gone on a road trip. Huko by the viewpoint, he gets down on one knee and pops the question, will you be my... Guys, out of nowhere, your girlfriends pop out. Full fairy tale. Are you getting me? It's an amazing one. You have the ring on your finger. You've moved in together. And this is like within a year, okay? Within a year, you're ready. And you're just like, wow. See what God can do. Your girlfriends are there saying, hey, we want your prayer. To the gods of Siju. I don't know who. Before you know it, you miss your period. Oh, there's a bun in the oven. I'm pregnant. Baby, I'm pregnant. He's so happy. He's like, yes, this is what I wanted. Nini. First baby comes. You guys are shining. You guys are a brand new, beautiful family. Mdogo. 2 months down the line, you're still there. First month with the baby. He's not coming home. You know, he comes home at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Before you know it, he's coming back the following day. Before you know it, it's weekends away, he's not coming. Before you know it, your calls are never answered. Those good morning beautifuls no longer. You're not even Mama Nani. You're just Barbara. Barbara, I told you, stop calling me. Barbara, I told you. Barbara. You're like, what? Who is this devil? Mdogo, what happens? Like, you know what? I deserve better than this. Me and my child, let's go look for a better life. You leave him. Sometimes it could be the opposite way around. He starts with his attitude, becomes this devil out of nowhere, and before you know it, he leaves you, and you're there with your beautiful baby boy or baby girl, and you're like, what thing they happen here? In just 1 year, you fell in love, and before you know it, the rug was pulled from under your feet, and you're on the ground just looking around like, hiya. And it's just you and your child. They're calling it character development 2.0, and it's happening too often. I don't know how many times I've heard the story. Don't know how many times you've heard the story, but it's looking like a whole other pandemic right here in the 254. Character development 2.0. You fall in love, everything seems beautiful and rosy. You're on a bed of roses. Before you know it, uko katikati ya thorns. How familiar is this story to you? Did it happen to you? Has it happened to you? I feel like it's a common occurrence, and I always believe experience is the best teacher. And right here, I want us to share the experiences so that we can ensure our younger brothers and sisters more specifically, don't get themselves into this position. It was beautiful until it was not. Share with me your story. 0711 046 100. Character development 2.0. Don't you think, given therefore, with that consideration, that we'd be a bit more prudent or critical or even selfish with the terms under which we bring children into our relationships, you know? Maybe breakups would be easier if there were no kids. Because if you take a look at it, you know, I look at like all of my friends who are raising children on their own. Everything was okay up until they had kids. And one character, one of the people within the relationship becomes a totally different person once there's a child involved. So are we the ones who are not being serious about how we're having kids? I'm just asking. When you look at the situation around you having a child, was it something that you had planned for? Was it something that you wanted? Or was it just as a result of the relationship? Because you guys, some breakups over here are very, very tragic and very, very painful. It's not just character development of breaking up me and Christopher. No. Nowadays, it's me and Christopher and our two beautiful children. Just let me know.
Yeah, baby, Nani.